It is a lovely night here in the Midwest, and the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Blankenship out to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Ben Banogu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now a 2nd down and 6. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That catch good for only a couple.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. That's a gain of 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They run with Hines, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Hines dances by him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Open man is Uzana. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
This is Hines. Powerful running. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll get this one to Pittman. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. 42-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On third down, here's Etienne. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down and 3. Patterson on the carry. Wiggles free. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now ETN to start the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A give to ETN running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin the drive with Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Jackson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.